What's that noise?
We're going to cook kale today. This is kale from Fresh Market. You can get it from Fresh Market, Whole Foods. Get it from Kroger or Target. It may have some sediment on it that you'll need to wash off. But basically, kale is really, really easy to prepare, easy to get ready to cook. So I'm going to show you how to do that first, and then what we're going to do tonight is bake it, roast it. We can also stir fry it. Really versatile. Okay, have a large bowl to tear it into. What you need to do after you've washed it off, again, the kale that you get from Fresh Market, Whole Foods, won't have, I've never bought any from there that had grit on it. Some of what you have from Kroger, you'll need to fill the sink with water and sort of rinse it off. Make sure you get all the grit out and then shake it, but otherwise it'll be like this when you're done. Okay, all you got to do is hold it basically by the stem side and start tearing it. You don't need a knife, and you just tear it like this to get a piece like this. Don't worry about small sections that may still be left on there. That's going to the composter, and you go through the whole bunch, and it really won't take long, and you tear it off this way, filling up the bowl. Here is the bowl of torn up kale, stuff for the composter. We're going to take this and get it ready to bake it. What we got to do, all the water's drained off of it, is drizzle a little bit of olive oil over it. Not much, less than you would think. See the quantity of kale we're talking about? Okay, that's it. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take my fingers. I'm actually going to spend some time and massage the olive oil into the kale so that we get a full distribution, if you will, of olive oil through the kale. We've got the oil pretty much distributed. What we're going to do is add seasoning. And what I'm going to do is add pepper. You don't want to add garlic at this point, cumin, stuff like that, because it'll burn in the oven. But you can add pepper. So I'm going to add some pepper seasoning. It's like a pre-ground, pre-mixed pepper. Toss that in, and then that's going to go in the oven. We're going to look at how we're going to roast it in a second. It's going to be on parchment paper. Okay, so what we've got here, one of the basics for roasting vegetables is parchment paper. You need to unroll it, have a large cookie sheet. Unroll the parchment paper, it's going to be the base for it. And it's really fundamental to cooking it. So that's your base for placing the kale. And what I recommend you do is you take the top part, spread it out pretty evenly, because I dare say you haven't really gotten the pepper evenly distributed. We continue to put it out. This is baking it. Stir frying the kale is an entirely different process. This is what I recommend you try if you're not used to kale. Kale's not a standard in your diet. This is really a good way to cook it. So now we're taking out the first pass of the kale in the oven. We're about 420 degrees. What we're going to do is stir it up a little bit. It's almost getting crispy. We want to move the crispy in with what's still wet. Turn it over a bit. Then we're going to put it back in the oven. Looks like for another 5 minutes. We've been baking at 420, 430 30 degrees. Not as crisp as I would like it, but probably as crisp as most people want it. Oh, good stuff. Big load of kale. We'll stir fry it next time. This time, this is how you bake it. We'll stir it up before we serve it out. Now is when you put your seasoning on it. Your salt. Maybe a little bit of powdered garlic. Stir it up again. Distribute it. And you're ready to eat. Looking good. Thank you. That's it, baby.